Everyone, Joe March here. Some of you know me as Psycho Sorcerer from back in the day, or the Grand Infinity, all that good stuff. Now I run the Psycho Sorcerer Archive, place where there's a bunch of my archive stuff, but once in a while, I do a video, and this is one of those one of those videos. So, today I was thinking, since Halloween is happening, why don't we do some like Halloween fun facts or something a little wholesome, just looking at some things. What's the worst that could happen from there? So let's see some like wholesome Halloween facts. Let's see what we got. Oh, it actually corrected my wholesome. All right, well, you know what? I'm down with it. 25 fun Halloween facts to trick or treat your friends. Ooh, all my friends are invited to this apparently. Hey, is that coming? Yeah, it's coming up on the screen. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Yeah, all right. So the holiday dates back more than 2,000 years. Halloween is even older than Christianity itself. It all started as a pre-Christian Celtic festival called, oh, be careful, Samhain. See? I can learn. Samhain. Which means summer's end. Held around the 1st of November.
Hey, what's going on?
Psychopop Sorcerer, what are you doing here?
It's Halloween. We're supposed to be doing a PP Sorcerer and Reggie video like every other year.
Oh, you didn't hear? The series was canceled.
What? Why?
Well, at the end of last year's season, Reggie found out that he was the devil's kid, if you remember. And since then, he's been down in hell, getting everything ready for the apocalypse. So he's not here to make another season.
Well, Reggie is only one half of PP Sorcerer and Reggie. I've got other friends like call up Psychopop Anime Freak. Call him right now.
Okay.
Hello, Psychopop Sorcerer. You've caught me at just the right time. I'm trying on different outfits. We can review them together.
Never mind. That would take forever and be boring. Wait. Don't I have other friends?
Oh, hello, old friend. Were you looking for me? I definitely would love to talk with you about all the different conspiracy theories going on right now.
I don't feel like with the current QAnon environment, that's a good idea.
That's literally all your friends.
Then I'll start a new thing on my own.
Like what?
Well, I'll just do whatever you're doing.
But I'm doing what I'm doing.
In the reality we designed for PP Sorcerer and Reggie, I was a famous YouTuber. So I'll just react to stuff like what you're doing, but we'll say it's a show from within the show. Ooh, it's meta. That's great.
Yeah, I suppose you could do that.
I'll call it Spooktacular Broadcast, Volume 1.
But then what about me?
No one cares about you. Move over. Ah, that's much better. This is what you guys really wanted to see for Halloween. My Spooktacular Broadcast, Volume 1. I'll be reviewing different things for you, and we'll be seeing things from my point of view. For those of you who don't remember, I am Psychopop Sorcerer. I am what people believe in pop culture that a sorcerer is, as opposed to this fancy psychological view of magic that my old co-host has. He's gone now. So, with me at the helm, we're going to get into some very interesting things. Now, before I get started on this Halloween, I do have a question that I want to pose to all of you watching, and I want you to answer in the comments section after you've thought about it. All right, are you ready? If you could witch with any witch, which witch would you witch with? Now, I don't care how you answer this question. You could think of this as maybe choosing a witch that's a real occultist out there in the world. You could think of choosing a witch that's from a TV show or a cartoon. You could even pick a sandwich. I don't care what witch you pick. Just if you could witch with any witch, which witch would you witch? No. Which witch, if you could witch with any witch, which witch would you witch with? That's it. Now, while you think about that or start typing in the comment section below, I'll give you my answer. I would pick the Sanderson sisters. If you think about it, there's the hot one who's also dumb. That seems right up my alley. There's also the one that's kind of like a boss lady. I'm into that, and I could suck on those big teeth. And then there's the other one who looks like she'd probably bake you a cake and let you eat it right off of her crotch, and I'm down with that too. So let's get right to reviewing some things. How do we work this? Here we go. Wholesome Halloween. No, we will not be doing that. Let's do famous wizards and witches, and I am going to rate them. Okay, here we go. I see the Sanderson sisters are already part of this. Those teeth, I'm telling you. I picked the greens right out from them. Oh, geez, you guys gave me a list in what you thought the order was. It starts with 99. I don't think I'm this ambitious. The Wizard from Wizard of Oz. The Wizard from Wizard of Oz is not even a real wizard. He just pulls some levers and shit. Off. He's not even on the list. Tabitha Stevens. No, you don't need to wiggle your nose around in order to cast spells. That's poppycock, or puppycocks as I like to call it. Katrina Crane from Sleepy Hollow. Again, I mean, she's a witch, I guess. In the same way that, like, your neighbor is a witch to you sometimes. Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie. I'm not familiar with this particular work known as Banjo-Kazooie. It sounds like it's something to be taken very seriously. Devin Buckley from The Gates. Man, I thought I would know more of these people. Wizards of Waverly Place. Isn't that it? Disney? Disney? Am I saying that right? That mouse? It's a Disney show? No, I don't know about this. I was expecting like Gandalf and Potter and people like that. Maybe I need to jump ahead. Let's see who they think the top wizards and witches are. Wow, who is this fine specimen over here? Hold on. There it is. Look at this guy. That's a fine specimen right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. This guy, me, and the Sanderson sisters. Now that's a Halloween evening. Okay. Sauron, Lord of the Rings. He's not a witch or wizard. Isn't he like a god thing? Jeez, these guys are... You know what? This list... What happened? Oh, wow. Okay. It's getting even more exciting over here. You guys don't even know. There we go. Mickey Mouse from Fantasia? Are we kidding about these things? Oh my god. Bellatrix Lestrange. Alright. Obviously you guys are not giving me what I want. Let's see who is the most famous witch. 9 famous witches. I did not say 9. 20. Bewitched. 10. Geez, everybody's about these lists. The most famous witch. Which is, okay, you're giving me that answer anyway. What are cool witch names? Maleficent. Again, not a witch, that's a fairy. You guys are horrible at this. You're just like, it's witch-like. I'm disappointed. I feel like for people who are occultists in the regular world, they get annoyed when they get confused for pop culture things. But for a pop culture occultist like myself, it's annoying when you mix your pop culture references and call things witches that are not witches. What are we going to say? Sorcerer? They got wrong sorcerers too? Let's see. Most famous sorcerers. Merlin. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Dumbledore. Yeah, he's a good one. He represents. Gandalf. I mean, I never seen Gandalf summon a demon, but he's pretty close. Glenda the Good Witch. At least witch is in the name, but I did ask for sorcerers. Willow. Yes, Willow Rosenberg. I thought you meant Willow Offgood. Willow Offgood is the greatest sorcerer of them all. Who is Willow Rosenberg? The White Witch. Oh, okay. Sauron. He's not really a sorcerer. Voldemort. I mean, I guess, but he's pretty much dead. Like, well, I guess if you have enough Horcruxes, you're never really dead. What are some good sorcerer names? Well, a Psychopop Sorcerer should be at the top. Alatar. Albus. Okay, as in Dumbledore. You guys are really in love with Mr. Potter. I've seen some crazy stuff online about this kid. Okay. I thought that this would last me a lot longer. But what about the rest of you guys? Have you answered the question yet? If you could witch with any witch, which witch would you witch with? Put your answers below. I want to hear them. Famous wizard names throughout fantasy and history. Sure. You just merge them together. Why not? Altair the Blue. That's not even what it says, but that sounded better. Alistair Moody. You're just literally alphabetizing them. Man, people love their wizards. This show should get more views. That's right, with me in charge it will. Alright, let's watch something on the YouTubes. No, what? This is what he had lined up on his show? Halloween fun facts for kids? Come on, Psycho Sorcerer. You're the worst. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's do something like crazy Christians tell us about demons. There's got to be some crazy Christians in there. Let me get my headphones. They're black like the darkness of the abyss. I Found the Truth, Season 3. Wow. I thought if you found the truth, you probably would only need one season, but maybe you didn't find enough truth the first 2 times. Lucifer. What the Bible actually says about the devil? Let's hear about this scandalous truths.
The experience of
There we go.
recreating.
A skipped ad.
Satan, Lucifer, T-Mobile. The devil takes many names,
Wait,
but even if
T-Mobile?
you're a devout Christian, you may just be surprised about what
these
the
guys
Bible
got their
does
jokes
and
from me.
doesn't say about Satan. The traditional biography of Satan is accepted by most Christians is that he was once amongst one of God's most beautiful angels, but in his vanity rebelled against
I mean, I guess. I mean, I've seen the guy. You guys seen him on the show. Does he look like the most beautiful? That's a good question. I feel like that's just somebody writing their own reviews, if you know what I'm talking about.
God and inspired a third of the heavenly host to wage war against their creator. For this, Satan and his angels were cast out of heaven and condemned to hell, where they'll spend eternity.
That never really made sense to me. You've got someone who's all-powerful and all-knowing, but yet a third of his guys, like, just did an uprising. Whoa, what is on the screen right now? This is not appropriate for children. I like it.
Satan, however, has occasion to leave his hellish prison. His most famous appearance is perhaps in the arrival in the Garden of Eden, where he transforms himself into a snake. Once he finds Eve,
I bet the snake's about to come out, if you know what I'm saying, guys and girls. Ghouls and goblins. I don't know, I'm not good at this Halloween improv.
he tempts her to eat from the one tree in all the garden that God had forbidden
The One Tree? I don't believe that's what it's called. You're mixing up Lord of the Rings lore again.
Adam and Eve to eat from. The tree of knowledge of good
Jeez, his snake goes all the way up and around? This guy's got moves.
and evil. Having succeeded in inspiring mankind's first rebellion against God, Satan then makes numerous smaller appearances throughout the books of the Old Testament. His grand
Is it a smaller appearance to show up as not a snake in a tree? I mean, this guy seems like he has a biased opinion right out the gate.
greatest appearance by far, however, is in the book of Job. Job is a good, honest man who dutifully worships
Based on the literature he is, if you knew him, you'd know he was up to some trash.
and obeys God. He's one of the richest men in the land of Uz, blessed with vast flocks, a large family, and great wealth. Job is kind to his workers and generous with those in need, and God is pleased with him. Then one day, Satan arrives at God's court along with a group of angels, and God asks
Do these devils and angels always nod their head? Is that like... That's like how they speak? This is their telepathic communication?
him where he's been. Satan
Hold
tells
on,
God
go back.
that
Hold
he's
on,
been
let's
roaming
see.
him. Then one day, Satan
Hi,
arrives
I
at God's
was- my
court along with a
telepathic.
group of
Oh, yes,
angels,
I hear
and
you.
God
I can
asks
hear
him
your
where he's
thoughts.
been. Satan tells God that he's been roaming the earth, and much like a proud father, God asks Satan if he's considered his servant Job. Satan challenges
God.
God and tells him that the only reason Job is so righteous is because of his vast blessings. If God removed his favor from Job's life, then surely he would rebel against him. God agrees to allow Satan to strike down Job, but forbids him from actually killing him. Satan
Which is it? You gotta go hard if you're gonna go hard, right?
then descends to the land of Uz, and in one day causes a catastrophe that kills most of Job's family, inspires raiders to steal his flocks away, and strikes Job down with painful boils. Job, though showing frustration towards God, refuses to curse him, and for his reward, God restores twice as much as what was
What they don't tell you is that Job was actually an atheist, so the reason he didn't curse God is because he didn't believe in God in the first place. They changed it in post.
taken away from him and gives him supernaturally long life. Satan's next major appearance is 2,000 years later. Jesus, at the very start of his ministry, retreats to the desert for 40 days.
Look at
While
this
there,
guy.
Satan appears to tempt
You can't hide behind a cactus. This is insanity. The devil wouldn't. Is this the devil? He's like still in his white angel robes. I guess they're blue. I don't know. I'm too colorblind to tell the difference. His wings are all like tattered behind him. He just shows up here, waggling his head around.
Jesus, seeking to corrupt God's
I've seen
Son
him. He's
and
got a
doom his
beard. He
ministry
wears a
on
bunch of
fasting
fancy
for the duration
stuff.
of his
He doesn't
desert
look
trip.
like
Jesus
this.
has not eaten much, if anything, in those 40 days.
Is he trying
and
to
Satan
feed him a
first tempts him
rock?
by telling him to turn a stone
Take
into bread
this
so he
rock
can
and eat
Jesus
it.
rebukes Satan, telling him, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." While Satan is trying to tempt Jesus to fulfill his earthly desires for food, Jesus rebukes him again, making it clear that spiritual matters are more important than earthly.
Is this what he looked like back then? Like, if there was a real Jesus, you think this is what he looked like? He looked like what we think of as, like, a white dude from America with nicely permed hair. Is that, like, what he looked like back then? He's got a lumberjack beard. Like, for real? In what region did he grow up in? This is what he looks like. Okay, continue.
matters, even if they require sacrifice.
This guy looks like Matt Walsh on a good day.
Next, Satan transports Jesus to Jerusalem, to the very top of the holy temple. He then tells
turn off
Jesus,
ads
"If you
now.
are really the Son
Don't
of God,
mind if I
cast
do."
yourself down, for it is written, He shall give His angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time you dash your foot against a stone." Jesus once more
at his
rebukes
arms.
Satan,
He's
telling
like-
Satan that you
his
should never
arms are
tempt the
bigger
Lord
than his
God.
head.
In this rebuke, Jesus
So are
is
his.
rejecting the idea that he should use his supernatural powers for his own personal edification or gain. Next, Satan takes Jesus to a very high mountain, from where the duo can see all the kingdoms of the world and the riches they contain.
Why is the
Satan
camera
promises
going all
Jesus
over
if
the
he
place?
commits just
I don't understand how you have a shaky cam on a cartoon. Like, what is this?
can see all the kingdoms of the world and the
it's
riches
shaking
they
all
contain.
over the
Satan
place.
promises Jesus if he commits just one
It's just
act of
like
worship to
there
him,
was a
he'll gain
cameraman with
dominion
the
over
two of them
every
when this
kingdom.
happened.
Jesus
This is the
promptly
found
rebukes Satan
footage?
a third
Is
time,
that
telling
what we're
him, "It
dealing
is
with
written,
here?"
Thou shalt worship Lord thy God and only him." In this final rebuke, Jesus rejects the
this
idea
guy?
of gaining material wealth and political power at the cost of his service to the people of the land, the poor, the needy, and the spiritually lost.
They don't have any chairs or anything. They just like stand around and this guy's up here. This is like the original cult.
Rejected 3 times by Jesus, Satan retreats as Jesus is then attended to by angels. Satan doesn't reappear during Jesus' time on earth, except in parables and when the Jewish
I mean,
religious authorities
technically,
claimed that
this is
Jesus
what I
was
asked
casting
for. I
out
wrote
demons because he was
crazy
in league
Christians
with the
tell us
devil.
about
However,
demons.
Jesus
and
corrects them,
this
saying
is
that
what I
if
got.
one
This
is
is
to
not
rob
really
a
what I was
strong
looking
man's
for.
house,
Enough. Quiet yourselves. Oh, what about this guy? This guy looks good and crazy.
I'm to the place right now. If you vote Democrat, I don't even want you around this church. You can get out.
This guy is
You
serious.
Get out, you demon. You can get out, you baby butchering election thief. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. I don't care how mad that makes you. You get pissed off as you want to. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. They are.
When did demons become pussies? That's what I want to know. When did demons become like, oh no, they vote for healthcare for all? Like, did you guys forget what a demon is?
God-denying demons that butcher babies and hate this nation. Bunch of devils. I'm sick of it. They won't
I'm
talk about
sure
the
he is.
insurrection.
Whoa, did he say he had an erection?
Let me tell you something. You ain't seen an insurrection yet. You keep on pushing our buttons, you low-down sorry compromisers. You God-hating communist America. You'll find.
I mean, doesn't this sound like the devil character we just learned about in the other video? Who's rabble-rousing a third of the group to try to cause an uprising? Like, this guy is personifying the character from the previous video. Am I wrong about this?
Find out what an insurrection is, because we ain't playing your garbage. We ain't playing your mess. My Bible says that the church of the living God is an institution that the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And the Bible says that we'll take it by force. That's what the Bible says.
Man, this guy is very excitable.
Wow.
That's what I thought. You and I are on the same line, buddy. Wow, that guy really thinks people care what he thinks. Who's this guy?
Building your business online? Go to Wix.com and get your site up and running.
How are you, sir? We'd just like to ask you about why you don't want to fly commercial. Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen.
I went into a tube with a bunch of demons one time, but it was for other reasons. It was not for travel.
Let me just sing it. Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing.
Is this just like a regular rich guy? He's like, no, you don't understand. The peasantry are demons. I don't have any time to spend with the unwashed masses.
That's really me.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business. But
Isn't it the business of your donors?
listen, I paid. You kind of caught me off guard here, okay?
Yeah, yes, she did.
Well, if you'd like to come out here, I'd like to give you a chance to catch your breath and have a conversation. We don't want to catch you off guard.
I love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listening to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah.
This guy's losing his
Now-
marbles as she's holding
Thank
that in
you,
his
Lord,
face.
help me. Just
Look
let-
at him.
Let me pray just a second.
Well, let me
Let
just
me
ask
pray
very
for a
simple
second.
question.
Yeah, you need to pray to your lawyer for a second.
A lot of people think it's unbecoming for a preacher to live a life of luxury
He needs to pray to his PR man.
and to fly around in private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do.
It takes a lot of money to con people on a massive scale.
We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out, 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example. Last May, I was scheduled for Lagos, Nigeria. That's a long ways. I had a week off, and I was scheduled for Peru.
This guy gets
And
around
I prayed about it,
spiritually.
and I thought, I'm not missing that dedication. In
Look at his crazy eyes.
Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Well, my question then, okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that
Yes.
comment.
Give me a chance
Let's
here,
get to the
Inside
demons.
Edition. I love your eyes. And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles, touched 5 continents, and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
I feel like this guy has taken the fact that she brought up that he had his own personal jet, and he's moved on to explaining why he needs a personal jet. He is ignoring the original question about demons. You said there were demons when you fly coach. I want to know about these demons.
Do you ever
Are they my buddies?
use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do that.
Okay. Again, getting back to the comment. You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Oh, he's going for it. He's putting the
We
curse.
wrestle not,
He's doing the kibosh
Flesh and
as we
blood.
speak. Look at him.
but principalities and powers.
I
Can you
have
explain
placed a
what
curse
you meant
on you,
by
young
that,
lady.
by that term then? Just explain, because it's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
Well, let me ask you.
Do you think that people that fly commercial
He's
are
about to
demons?
ask her, do you want to get in a tube with a bunch of demons, you dummy?
But it's a biblical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have anything to do with people. People
Hey, demons are people too.
love people. Jesus loves people.
Does he?
People
I didn't know you
get
could get that
pushed
kind of relationship with
in
him.
alcohol. Do you think that's a good place for a preacher to be and prepare to go preach to a lot of people? When somebody in there is dragging some woman down an aisle, it made me so mad to see that on television. I wanted to punch the guy out myself. I can't be doing that while
This
I'm
guy
getting
looks
ready
like
to
he's
preach.
got all the strength
You
needed
just
to
don't
punch
like
that
to be
man
around
out.
the sinful people or the hurtful
That's a real.
people.
That's
Is
not
that
a
what you're
delusional
saying?
thought that he has.
Not the people. Back during the days that we couldn't
I mean, she's basically giving him what he wants. She put a microphone in his face, and this is what he does for a living.
When I went to Oral Roberts University, I flew for Oral Roberts. I'm a commercial pilot. So I spent a lot of time in airplanes.
You have how many planes?
We have
Oh, God, yes. The pious man who will be able to fit all of his airplanes through the eye of a needle. Okay, enough of this guy. Morgan Freeman decodes the mark of the beast. Yes, let's decode it together.
It's not even fair, dog.
What are you talking about?
I feel like these aren't very
People coming
popular.
to
This is
Chewy.
too real world. This is the last
I've
one.
come to the Biblioteca Castelnatense near the Vatican to meet an expert in early Christianity, Kim Haynes-Eitzen. She tells me she has compelling evidence that reveals the identity of the beast.
It's Reggie. We know this. We learned this on the last season. The final season, apparently, since my show's been canceled.
What do we have here?
Well, I've been looking at some fragments of the Book of Revelation.
The Book of Revelation.
That's right.
The book of the end of days.
The end of days, the apocalypse. It's a prophetic book. It's got loads of symbolism, but it's also very much a political book and making a political claim about the cause of evil.
That sounds like Reggie.
Or who's responsible for evil.
Well, it's kind of me and the devil's fault.
So tell me about this coding, because as I understand it, the Antichrist was given a code, so they would never call his name. They would just say it by code.
Well, there has been a lot of debate about what this number, in particular 666, who it refers to.
It's Reggie's cell phone number.
There has also been a strong argument made for 666 referring to Nero.
Nero was emperor of Rome from 54 to 68 AD.
Was he
around the
now?
time when the first Christians began to arrive in Rome.
That's what they want you to think.
So, how do you make 666 translate to Nero?
When you apply numerical values to the name Kaiser Neron and you add up those numbers, you come to 666.
But they didn't try it with the name
In
Reggie.
Hebrew, every letter had a corresponding number. If you add up the letters of the name for Emperor Nero, written in Hebrew, Kaiser Neron, the total comes to 666. But Nero is just one of many names that can add up to 666. Kim believes a later copy of the Book of Revelation, found in an archaeological dig in Egypt, confirms the beast is Nero.
One of
No,
the
it's
interesting
Reggie.
things about these fragments is that we've got two different numbers.
What are those letters?
A Chi is a 600, Xi 60, Sigma a 6, 666. This one over here we have a Chi Iota Sigma 616 with a line over the top.
Why is it
So
different?
you might think that this number destroys the possibility that it could be Nero.
Yes.
What's striking about this is that it may help to confirm the identity of Nero, because this would be the number that we would get if we spelled Nero according to the Latin spelling, Nero Kaiser. Without the
I mean,
N, the letter N
sure.
represented 50, the number 50.
I feel like I could use
So
this to make it mean a lot of
666
different
minus
things.
50,
616.
616. So we've just gone.
Click to buy The Story of God with Morgan
616,
Freeman.
We have the same guy.
I like that
That's
these
right.
guys are all about the money.
I'm so clever.
Get into that. Well, that's enough of that. Names of famous sorcerers. No, we need a new topic. Which would you witch with? Oh yes, you're correct. I spelled witch wrong. What kind of witch do you embody, BuzzFeed? There we go. Now we're talking. This is premium streaming. Everyone embodies one type of witch. Answer these simple questions to reveal which one you are. What setting would you choose? Oh, geez, you gave me a lot of choices. All right.
This one's too cold. All the rest look nice, I guess. I mean, this one's too damp. This one's too roughing it. I guess this one. What else would you choose? I mean, this one looks like they have the most money. What bedroom would you choose? Again, let's look for opulence here. Is it this one or this one? It's hard to know who's got more money. We'll go with this one. Which animal would be your familiar? I don't see Reggie on here. I guess this one looks the most like Reggie. Which color speaks to your aura? Well, let's find out. Let's try it. First, we'll try this one. No. This one. There's a little murmur. This one is getting it. Yeah, this one is getting it. Choose a meal, soup or stew or sushi or burger or pizza or charcuterie board or salad. A good stew is always good. Can put anything in there and nobody knows. Necklace, this one is obviously the winner there. Choose a flower. Okay, I don't know why. I guess this one for no reasons. What was your favorite subject at which school? Astrology, broom riding, foraging spells, herbal potions, geology, or prophecy? Where's the one that's demon summoning? I guess spells. What flavor cake would you choose? What flavor cake? Strawberry, red velvet, orange, coconut, chocolate, lemon, or salted caramel. I guess this chocolate. It looks decadent. What is this? Choose an image for no reason. The child burning to death. Choose a holiday destination. Okay. How about this one where the sky's burning? Choose a hobby. Reading and writing, hiking, cooking, writing music, stargazing, doing yoga, or swimming. This person looks like they're doing it wrong, by the way. I guess I'll write some music. And finally, what occupation do you have? A lawyer, a teacher, an engineer, a doctor, an artist, a performer, or an entrepreneur? I am a magical entrepreneur, of course. You are a forest witch. Your name is Elswith. How do they know my middle name? You love to brew potions in the deep green forest and embrace Mother Nature's charm. You spend your days finding herbs and playing with fawns and robins. You walk barefoot in debt. Look, what I do when I'm not on stream is none of your business. I feel like everyone's judging me now. No. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I've run out of ideas. Let's do these Halloween fun facts. Where's the one for kids that I saw before? Oh my goodness. Trick or treat? Yeah, you trick or treat yourself, scary man. Halloween What Am I quiz. Okay.
Chesterfield Auto Parts customers usually pop this to get their parts. And thanks to ChesterfieldAuto.com.
Many a person and philosopher has asked what they are. Okay, let's see. Guess the Halloween words. Read all the clues and guess the Halloween words. We'll do this together. Question 1. What am I? I can cast spells. Oh, it's Psychopop Sorcerer then. I wear a pointed hat. I mean, it's kind of pointy. I fly with the broom. I mean, I fly with shrooms, so Psychopop Sorcerer. A witch. Oh, I guess you could consider me that. I would say sorcerer, but alright. Question 2. What am I? I am a type of house. Okay. I am inhabited by ghosts. A type of house that is haunted. Like a house haunt. A Oh, an old asylum. Yes. Oh, I am very spooky. Yes, an old asylum for sure. I am very spooky. Yes. An old asylum. Oh, a haunted house. Well, okay, I guess. If you want to go easy on it. Question 3. This is for all the marbles. What am I? I am bright at night. Okay. I am shaped like a ball. Alright. I come when the sun goes. This is a nuclear bomb, obviously. A nuclear explosion. The moon? I'll show you a moon. I can't do it on YouTube. OnlyFans, that's where you see the moon. Question 4. What am I? I can float around. I can be heard but not seen. Well, that's interesting. I like to scare people. Okay, hold on. I can float around. I can be heard but not seen, and I like to scare people. It's that creepy clown from that movie. What's his name? Pennywise. They all float down there. That's not Pennywise. I call Balderdash on this whole quiz. How many questions are in this quiz? We're not even halfway. What am I? I have large eyes, okay? I am active at night. Alright. It's an anime preteen. I am a type of bird. Oh, well, that got weird. I guess, hold on. What type of bird is active at night and has large eyes? I guess it's a rooster? He's just gotten into the hen house? Wow, that rooster looks weird. Oh, an owl. Well, that makes more sense. Question 6. What am I? I am a shapeshifter, right? I am a mythological animal, okay? It's a fox demon. I howl at the full moon. Yeah, it's the nine-tailed fox from Naruto. That's gotta be it. A werewolf? Really? Going generic on these questions. What am I? I am small and furry. Okay. I am the color black, right? I fly around at night. This is easy. It's my nutsack. It's small and furry, colored black, and I fly it around at night. Oh, come on, bat! You've got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. These are rigged. Question 8. What am I? I'm a type of lantern. I am usually orange, but not always. I have a candle inside me. Oh, yeah, this is a person's anus during a certain kind of play that I won't say on here. What? Jack-o'-lantern? Now that's not what I've heard it called, but okay. If you want to rename it. Question 9. What am I? I am made of sticks. I wear old clothes. I scare birds away. I mean, this sounds just like a crazy cat lady to me. Yep, I got that one right. There's the cat and everything. Question 10. Is this the final question? What am I? I am a type of pot. It's a pot. That's the answer. I am used to make spells. Oh, it's weed. I am a tool for witchcraft. Yes, this is marijuana. A type of pot that makes spells used for witchcraft. It's a special strain of marijuana. What? A witch's cauldron? What is that music? Is it telling me that I did crappy? Oh, I get candy. Well, hurrah. There's a skeleton stealing my candy as we speak. And why is there just random marshmallows loose in the candy bowl? I would question how healthy this is, how
sanitary that bowl is. But I kind of, am down with that. Oh, it's Dracula. Happy Halloween, everyone! And you know what? This thing is correct. Happy Halloween. I hope you enjoyed my stream. We'll do this again every year, or never, apparently, because the fate of my own series is no longer in my hands. It's rough being cancelled with all this cancel culture when Joseph March decides to cancel my stuff. Oh my goodness. Unfair. Unacceptable. But until next time, have a spooky, spooktacular Halloween. That's the end, right? Do we get paid now? What? We don't get paid at all. Why am I doing this then? I need to take off this hoodie with a hood. So that I can put on this hoodie with a hood.